this is Lucy, and I wanted to do a quick channel update. I just wanted to say thank you very much to everyone that's supported my channel, all my friends, all my YouTube supporters and followers, for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of a big deal. It's certainly a big deal for me. I wanted to give you a quick update on what I'm planning for the channel going forward. Obviously, I'm going to carry on building in Fallout 76 and continue doing my Building 101s, my camp tours. I would like to do a bit more with Nora, I think. I'm planning a couple more pharmacy episodes, and then I think I might be changing that up, giving Nora another career change. She gets about a bit. I was thinking of doing some resource runs and showing you where the best places to get stuff are, and I might do that as a role play with Nora running sort of a scrapyard, something like that. So that's just one idea. I don't know about other games at the moment. I'm still running a private ARK server, but I'm not really playing a lot. It's costing me £30 a quarter, so about $45 a quarter, which I could really do with spending on other stuff at the moment. So I might put a pin in that for the time being. I can still play ARK and host a local server, and if I do builds I'll have to get all the resources because I won't be able to access creative mode. But in a way that might be better because that's, I'm assuming, how most people play. I don't know about Grounded. I haven't gone back to Grounded. Cyberpunk, I really wanted to love it, but I just found it too difficult. I don't know. I might revisit Cyberpunk, but I probably won't be doing any more videos. So, other new games coming out. Obviously I'm an Xbox gamer. I don't intend to change that. And we'll see. There's a couple of new games that have been sort of in production for a while that I'm quite keen on. There's one called Towers, and there's another game that's similar to Grounded but more sort of artistic and fairy-like, and both those games have building in, but I don't know when they're going to come out, so we'll see. I have been playing some ESO lately, which I hadn't really played properly before. You can't build in ESO, so I probably won't be doing videos on that, but who knows. I have pondered streaming. I have done a little bit of streaming, but because I have a few health problems, I have mentioned it on my channel before. 3 years ago I went into a grocery store and went into anaphylactic shock, and because I've got allergies and they went airborne. So my life, I'm pretty much a lock-in. I need to live in a bubble. So that also left me with fibromyalgia, so I get tired really quickly and sometimes I'm in a lot of pain. That's why I started gaming, really, or gaming a lot. So I am limited on how much I can do. Fibromyalgia also sometimes causes what's called fibro fog. So if you ever notice in a video where there's a long pause, I do try and edit them out. It's because I've lost my thread. So that can be a problem. So I don't know about streaming. I might. We'll see. Maybe I'll get better at it if I do it a lot. But I just don't want to overcommit myself or wear myself out, because the fallout from doing that can be quite severe for me. Obviously COVID at the moment. The last year we've had a lot of lockdowns here, and I have to prioritise being able to look after myself and my 3 crazy cats without any help from anyone else. So it's been a tough year, and I'm sure it's been a tough year for a lot of you as well. So hang on in there. I am planning to join the YouTube Partnership Programme, which means I'm afraid there may be adverts on the videos going forward. My setup here is very basic and for recording, and some of the equipment I have is not great, and if I had a IT catastrophe, I'm not sure that I would immediately be able to resolve it. So I would like to be in a position, if I'm going to be producing videos long term, of updating some of my equipment. That costs money, Obviously, at the moment, the revenue I would get from adverts would be really, really tiny. But I have also opened a Ko-fi account. Ko-fi is a bit like the Join thing or Patreon, but it's a bit more my speed. You can become a subscriber on Ko-fi, but the other thing you can do is you can just pay me one-off, sort of buy me a cup of coffee. They also have a lot of other features that might be useful for the future. They have a coffee shop, so you can sell digital items or real world items, and I am currently working on some graphic art for the channel, for my logo and header, to make them look a bit more professional going forward. That's slow progress because I'm pretty busy and doing my videos takes up a lot of my time and energy, but I am persevering with that. So we'll see. I mean, there are a lot of things at the moment that are just up in the air, but the one thing I will say is that I will be carrying on building in Fallout 76. I did want to talk about my building style briefly, which is I don't tend to see something in the Atom Store or see another camp and think, wow, I'd like to build with that, or I'd like to build that. I think mainly because I try and build things that exist or could exist in the real world. So I watch YouTube videos of houses and tiny houses especially because, as you know, I like them. And I try and replicate them in the game. So I use what pieces are available, and the more pieces that become more available, the more variety. I think this is partly what makes my builds different and unique from other people. I do sometimes see something in the Atom Store and think, wow, that would look really good as something, but this is why when people say, what are you going to do with the log cabin pieces, I think, I don't know. I do think that if you've seen it, the Mountain Retreat house, that house would have looked great with the log cabin pieces. I could have easily have built that with the log cabin pieces if they'd been available then. I am going to have a go at building a Trojan horse, and if you don't know what that is, then it's a giant wooden horse. So we'll see. I can't promise that will work, but I might have a go. So I think that about covers everything. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for supporting me. I hope you continue to support me in this journey in the future, and we'll see where we end up. And before I go, if you're wondering where I am, I'll give you a sneak peek of the next build that I'm working on Scarlet. This is a tiny house that is based on a real tiny house in Australia, and they have this large open plan kitchen. It's all about the kitchen, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to call it the kitchen garden house. I don't know yet, we'll see. It's not quite finished yet, but this will be out in a couple of weeks. So that's all from me today. Thank you for watching.